The handsome Roy is back. And with a cute little boy, too. Care to introduce us?
Charity, this is Innocence. Innocence, this is Charity, a great lady of Shadowlair.
A great lady. Don't listen to him, boy. I used to be a whore. Nothing more. But I don't keep my ears plugged.
That's kind of why we came to see you. We'd like to know what happened to some former members of the militia.
Former militia? His family, I suppose. Poor kid. Pretty much all of them were arrested in a single night. No one knows what happened to them after.
I imagine there's a kind of a resistance movement, seeing what the government's like. Kid wants to get in touch with them.
You know, they're a secret society, and a secret society is, well, secret, you see? They don't exactly carry signs saying who they are. It'll take time. And I need a favor. A friend of mine disappeared. And she's not the kind of girl anyone files a missing person on, if you see what I mean. She left a while back to go to Tierville, and she never came back. Find her, Roy, and I'll find the resistance for you.
In the shopping district, huh? All right, I'll take care of it.
All that technomancer shit for just one guy. Man, it would suck to be him. Yeah, looking for some renegade technomancer, they say. Can you believe that?
Information, and I figure we're gonna need Charity for that.
Hey, you, sir. Listen, do you think you could help me out?
Problem?
You can say that again, but I think you're the guy for the job. From what I've seen, you're not the kind scared of duking it out with scumbags.
I'm not planning on making a career out of it.
Of course, but it's for a good cause, see? There's this gang of junkies that's set up in my workshop. I can't go there anymore. And if I can't work, well, I can't earn a living. I'll pay you, of course.
I get the impression you're not exactly short on junkies around here.
Used to be they kept a low profile, but when the army started checking everyone going around the shadow layer, they figured out pretty quick it was a field day for them. The soldiers are too busy standing around at checkpoints on the main streets to go chasing junkies around the slums. So this bunch of bums set up in my place, in my workshop, and there's not a thing I can do. But you'll help me, right? Please.
So I get a bunch of addicts out of your place. Then what?
Then I'll give you some serum, of course. And if you ever need a hand, you just let me know. Turnabout and all that, right?
All right, I'll go see those squatters.
Thank you so much. And actually, I'm the craftsman around here.
Roy, wandering evictor. Later.
Don't you take me for a fool, Chance. I can see you've been taking it again. You're looking for trouble? Last time wasn't enough?
Yeah, right. They let us go in the end. I or not, they don't give a shit about us.
Hey, anyway, this place is the perfect hangout. We'll be quiet here.
You're stopping Mr. Frugality from working, and the soldiers only let you go because I begged the lieutenant, all right? We work together, but he won't keep looking the other way forever.
Mom, don't make me look bad in front of my friends. Leave us the fuck alone, man.
Yeah, Mom. Stop making him look bad and go suck your lieutenant off. And tell him he didn't see nothing, huh?
Hey, shut the fuck up, man.
What? Who are you?
The name's Roy. I was sent here to get the workshop back to its rightful owner.
I knew it. The perfect hangout, huh? Please don't hurt them. They're just kids.
They look old enough to stand and walk to the door, unless maybe they want to crawl.
But they don't know what they're doing. That drug makes them that way. They have no idea what they're doing. To other people and themselves.
Are you suggesting I let a guy who didn't do a thing pay for them?
No, of course not. That's not what I meant. But violence will only make things worse. I can hardly get through to my... Please! They're just kids. Go after the ones who take advantage of them.
So basically, you want me to take out their dealer? I don't really see how that's any of my business.
They're squatting here to hide, and because their dealer's nearby. If you cut off their supply, you'll be creating a long-term answer to your problem.
All right, I'll go find the dealer.
Oh, thank you. Believe me, they'll react fast. I'm a nurse, and I know the effects of all these drugs only too well. Their dealer's called Serenity, I think. He has a place in the shanty. I'll show you on your map.
All right, I'll go pay him a visit.
They say technomancers are doing raids downtown. I heard they're looking for some fugitive, but that's all I know.
The access looks blocked for the moment. Serenity, I presume?
You presume too much. If you don't know who you...
I know who I'm dealing with. That's why I came to see you. To ask you to stop selling your shit to Chance in this game. Ask, being a euphemism, if you even know it.
A feminism, huh? Funny. I don't know what you're talking about. But now I'm the one asking. I'm at... If you even know what that...
I see you're having trouble hearing me, but with a...
What? Oh... Hey, dude, chill. You were right. We just had some misunderstanding. But it's all cool now. Not one more hit for Chance and those guys, I swear. They can go by somewhere else, and good riddance.
That's good. I was sure we could come to a mutual understanding. The access looks blocked for the moment. I heard you're the person to see when you lose your ID.
Oh, yeah? Maybe you misunderstood. And who are you?
Roy. Tranquility sent me.
That old son of a bitch. He needs me?
Apparently. I also figured maybe you could help me too, actually.
Did you now? Roy, huh? Well, we're not off to a good start. Roy. I don't know where you're from, but this is Aurora here. You gotta get yourself a nice virtue name if you don't want to get arrested first time they check your papers. Well, I mean, I'm just saying that in case someone did happen to be able to do lost papers for you.
What's going on around here? Why is the army checking everybody?
You think the place was run by the people? What planet you from? Mars never had anything like that, and it's not the day after we win a war by some trick that everything's gonna change. The Army's checking everybody's identity, especially on the main roads. If you don't have the right papers, the only thing you can do is join the wildlife in the slums. But that's not the way out of the city.
Okay, how can I get legit papers?
Honestly, no idea.
The bartender seemed to know what he was talking about when he sent me to you, and he knew where you hang out.
Well, a bartender should quit the booze before he starts talking bullshit to some guy nobody ever met. And he knows I'm holding up, for fuck's sake. Listen, if you want papers that'll do the trick, you need a forger worthy of the name. And the only one I've heard is under a lot of pressure right now.
Maybe I could help you let off some steam.
You think so? You can always try. I guess if you do good, he'd probably return the favor. Dressed like an escaped prisoner the way you are, you probably couldn't afford him otherwise anyway.
I'm listening.
Well, it seems someone ratted on the guy. Now he's got soldiers all over him, turning his workshop upside down.
So they might find something.
Well, he ain't exactly stupid, you know? He just doesn't leave evidence lying around the house. But now they're on him. They'll never let up. They'll keep his place on the watch until they got something they can get their teeth into.
So what do you suggest?
Me? Nothing. But as long as those soldiers are sitting in the guy's workshop, the production line's hardly about to start up again. No, you'd have to get rid of them if you wanted him to help you. But I just might happen to have a few interesting bits and pieces myself. Bunch of evidence. Pretty convincing. If the Army found it in some gang's hangout, for example, everyone would be breathing a little easier.
That's a good tip. All right, I'll go visit the workshop, and I'll decide once I get there. Later.
Halt! Stop right there. We're conducting a search.
If it's your brain you're hoping to find here, forget it. You never had one.
So?
You can use your workshop again.
Ha! Good work, Roy. How'd you do it?
Old school. Use my hands. Sometimes not.
You sure didn't use your head. I'm not too sure kicking the shit out of them in the middle of a search is gonna make them think there's nothing suspicious about the place.
The workshop's clear. For now.
Yeah. Our guy can get back to work.
You gonna keep that up for a while?
Do I look like I'm playing games? Okay, if you got no more questions, I'll get back down to work. You know where to find me now.
You and Tranquility know each other?
Enough to know he's real smart. But I know how to keep my mouth shut. Not like him. He used to organize fights, but couldn't pay me what I won. Since then, he sends me customers when they seem reliable. He's almost never wrong. I'll give him that.
You fight?
So I can come up against someone like you? No thanks. I'm happy enough just betting. My fingers and eyes are too valuable. I need them to work with.
Tranquility needs new identity.
Oh, you mean the guy who told the first guy who came walking along where to find me?
That first guy helped you get your workshop back.
And I helped him out in return. I don't work for glory, my man. I got opera, so if you want papers for your bartender buddy...
I'll have to think. So, you got...
Forged? What for? Here are your papers, Mr. Resilience. You must have left them here.
What was I thinking? Resilience, huh?
What, disappointed? You wanted honor, maybe? That kind of name's just for the elite, my man. And I gotta admit, I never got a look at the papers those people carry. At least your name fits you pretty good. And it's pretty rare, too. Getting a name like that attributed at birth traumatizes you for life.
That'll do. It's just a piece of paper.
Hey, show my work a bit of...
Tranquility.
If you have enough.
All right.
Exactly. Everybody has paper.
Later. It's done.
Halt! Stop right there.
I don't know what you're looking for here, but I got a good tip about some forgery going on. There's a gang that works not far from here. One of their guys came up to me and tried to sell me some fake ID. I turned him down, of course, but I think you should check it out.
Oh, that's exactly what we're looking for here. Hey guys, let's go. Seems there's a gang behind all of it.
So?
You can use your workshop again.
Ha! Good work, Roy. How'd you do it?
I did like you suggested. Drew their attention to that gang's suspicious activities. They went for it in a flash. I was almost disappointed.
You got a knack for convincing people, that's for sure. Good work, my man. Our friend will be able to get back to work in peace and quiet.
You gonna keep that up for a while?
Do I look like I'm playing?
So?
Forged.
Resilient.
What? At least
That'll do.
Hey!
You and
You
fight?
So I...
Tranquility.
Yeah, I got that. I told that bastard not to send anybody anymore, but you did help me out by getting that gang accused. Here. A little present.
Later.
Get that bastard!
Beware, brothers. Magical men full of anger are patrolling, and I have nothing to say.
got my papers? I can't spend the rest of my life here.
Here you go. Your, well, the papers you have.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you. I'd never be back in my workshop if it hadn't been for you. You saved my life.
Surely you'll return the favor. I went for a non-violent approach. At least with them. They decided to leave the place on their own.
Yeah, well, they didn't look real happy. They even threatened me. But at least they left. Guess I should think about getting some kind of weapon. I gotta be able...
Might be a good idea, you know? The scumbags around here may not be hard to impress, but if you don't show a few teeth, you'll sleep outside again and they'll just walk all over you.
Ah, you got that right. I'll go...
What's the deal with this place?
Not all of them, really. But if I told you this part of the city used to be really happy and lively... I've been living here for 40 years now, and it's only ever been a slum. The slum, like everyone calls it. Even if none of the other parts of town are all that great. Anyway, it still found a way to go downhill. People weren't real happy, that's for sure, but they at least didn't go getting all violent like that. They got sold a dream, and they were let down.
And, who sold it to them?
Oh, lots of folks. Same ones that promised everybody water, a place in the shade, or even just a job to make life easier. You know. The same one who promised them a future if they joined the army and told everybody one day we'll all go back to Earth. And of course there's those that try to get you to believe everything will be better as soon as you stick a needle in your arm. But those guys are smart. Half the time, what they say is true. One of them hangs out here, apparently. Don't ask me where, but the slum's his turf. And seeing as the army doesn't come around that often, pretty much all the junkies...
I thought you couldn't
sometimes I get carried away, say things I shouldn't. But you got my workshop. I got nothing against those kids, to be honest. You can't really say they ever had it easy. Back in the day, we weren't
I gotta admit, I don't really see why you stick.
We moved here nearly 40 years ago, my wife and I. Wasn't the lap of luxury, but we couldn't really afford anything else. And there were things to do around here at the time. She was an artist, you know? Compared to what she could do with her hands, the techno... She's not here anymore. But I can't leave our workshop. I'd have liked to know the place was going to survive both of us. If we'd had a kid, that would have been what we wanted more than anything.
I see. Since you've been living here, you must have heard about...
Of course. Great woman. I don't even want to think what things were...
I suppose so.
It's not what you think. She's got good company, that's for sure, but that's not all she does.
Really?
It may seem like an old-fashioned idea, but she's a good person. She helps people. And has enough influence so things run pretty much smoothly, even though the militia... It's sure not the source or its soldiers who are going to do that for us. Hooker or not, it's people like her that we need. Maybe Wisdom and his guard dog should try selling their bodies to see what it's like. They could do with a change of I mean, don't go repeating that, of course. You tend to relax a bit when they...
No problem. I can't even think of how to fit it into a conversation. Later.
Hi, what can I do for...
Later. The access looks blocked for the moment.
I got the sweetest and the best girls in the neighborhood.
What are you selling?
Have a look at my merchandise, sir?
Show me what you... Hi. Looks like you work here.
You don't miss a trick, do you? I ensure the security of this merchant right here.
The neighborhood's really that dangerous for your merchant to need a
The place is not worse than the other, but it still is a shopping district. There's always some petty larceny, and it's not like we can count on the ethics. So the merchants around hire guys like me, because they can afford it.
The neighborhood's...
So...
See... Hi, you wouldn't be a friend to Charity, would you?
I know her, yeah. Who doesn't?
Seems she likes you. She's worried about your...
Really? Just that, I got some work.
Can you tell me more about...
You know, the way I see things, not much more than my room and the square. This is the shopping district, you know? You can buy...
I've known Charity for ages, but you...
You gotta know that Charity worked like us before. So she keeps an eye on girls like me. Helps us out. She came to me just after I started. Gave me advice. She's been keeping an eye on me ever...
I got a few questions. Who's your pimp? Things...
My boss, he's right back there. Anything else?
I got a... You here all day?
Pretty much, yeah. But, you know, I spend most...
But surely even these women get breaks.
Anything else?
I got... Is the pig...
Why? You looking for a career change? If you work... Listen, leave me alone. He'll kill me if you keep this up. He beats me every day, where it can't be seen.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I'm gonna have a couple of words.
Disgusting. You'll make him...
Later. Listen, that girl of yours, doesn't look like she's being treated...
What business is that of yours? She ought to be happy. She...
Be happy?
I'm sure we can come to an...
You want her for yourself? Then buy her off me. But no way I'm taking a hit on it.
You little fuck. That was a big mistake.
You making progress with the other...
I talked to your pimp. You can go back to your neighborhood. If I were you, I'd go see Charity right away.
Thanks. Thanks a lot. One more week and I think I'd have died.
The access looks blocked for the moment.
It's my hero.
You don't look so good.
I'm a lot better since that bastard stopped hitting me. But you know...
What kind of problem?
Girls disappearing. Some even turn up dead. Nobody gives a shit.
I see. I'll look at... later.
Roy, looks like you're back in the neighborhood.
Always a pleasure.
Of course.
I got your friend away from that guy. She should be back soon, if she isn't all...
Sorry, her, yes. Thank you, Roy. Here, take these
And the resistance?
I have a few leads, but nothing solid. Come back and see me soon. I should be able... Sorry, Roy.
Please, miss.
I need money.
Bah. I always have some kind of trouble, you know how it goes. And seeing you look... I could use your persuasive skills to solve a small litigate. First, I'd really like to get payment from a customer who's been annoyingly slow to honor his debts.
Your girls give credit? Seriously?
These are hard times, handsome. Some of them make compromises. I just make sure they don't get fucked any more than they should. Which leads us to our second guy, or should I say pig, who keeps harassing my girls, asking for free tricks while shaking his pathetic, ugly, and poorly kept junk. That one, you reason with him, you hang him by the balls, or even make sausage meat out of him, I could care less, but I just don't ever want to see him around again.
I'll see what I can do.